artist spotlight. Yeah.
Yay! Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It is 3:21 on 3/26, the eve of Charlie Puth's fourth studio album, CP4, if you will. And I'm here today to finally put my beef with Charlie Puth to rest and to tell my truth about Mr. Charlie Puth. I've been thinking about that for days, by the way. I don't know what to say or how to even open this. Mr. Charles Otto Puth really holds a piece in my heart, you know? Like, you never forget your OG people that you stand. You know what I mean? Like me with Jesse McCartney, me with Big Time Rush, and really the formative years one is really Charlie Puth. It really is. It really is Charlie Puth. Some disclaimers. I don't know why this is rocking. Like, it's making this weird sound, so just ignore that. You might hear some stomping upstairs. And you know what? That's okay. And some noises outside. But yeah, do we like this setup? I thought this would be a cute little setup. There's me, my friend drew me. That's me up there. In my fit today, it is opening day for the Red Sox, so gotta rep my boys. Love my Jaren Duran and my polka dot headband. You know, we're just polka dotted up this spring and summer. But yeah, and also another disclaimer, I may be allegedly slandering an entire university, and I don't mean it. I didn't mean it. I don't mean to do it. I actually have forgiven said university. We'll talk about it. But water under the bridge now. It's all water under the bridge now. But yeah, I recorded this episode a year ago, probably to the day. And I didn't have a video portion of it, and it was so chopped up, and it really didn't get to the bottom of what I wanted to say, and it also wasn't long enough. It was for my podcasting class. If you want to know the lore about the podcasting class, go to a previous episode. I talk about it a little bit, but my professor was just really confused as to what I was talking about when I recorded that version of the Charlie Puth episode. So why not clarify exactly what I mean by Charlie Puth, Berklee College of Music, and his 4 studio albums. So we're gonna do just that, and we're gonna get started right away. We're going all the way back. 13 years ago. Where was I? 10 years old. Doing what? God knows. But should I introduce? We already know it's a Charlie Puth episode. I don't have to introduce him, okay? We're talking about Charlie Puth today, and he actually I'm doing this because his album comes out tomorrow. I'm going to listen to it tomorrow, give my thoughts maybe next week. I really want to ingest the album and really want to talk I know what I'm talking about when it comes to it. So that'll be what's going on. Sorry I've been gone for a little bit, dealing with things. But okay, let's get started. It's going to be arranged like all the other artist spotlights. By the way, I'm looking over here because Miss Laptop is over here, Miss Bertha. So let's begin with the Berklee era. 2013. He releases either onto SoundCloud or whatever other platforms, 2 little album things. The Auto-Tunes released in 2010 actually, and then Ego, which is what I am more familiar with, and that came out in 2013. These are the lost albums, only exist on SoundCloud and YouTube. I just listened to Look at Me Now, and I actually was rocking. I love that song. But Charlie Puth, graduate of Berklee College of Music. What was his degree in? But yeah, he was super big. He went viral a little bit due to his He did some YouTube covers, especially this one cover. I think it's like Someone Like You or something like that. Some sort of cover he did on YouTube with this girl I think he was in college with. Went on the Ellen show back in 2013, like before even all the See You Again stuff. He was on the Ellen show. He was signed to like her like label because Ellen had a label for some reason because she was discovering artists. But but yeah, and then also like, can we let's like flash it also back to, it took me so long to realize that he wrote the O2L. I didn't really grow up on O2L like that, like a lot of like young girls did, but he wrote the theme song for O2L and sang it like he just knows too many people. He has too many connections, and we'll get to him and his YouTube connections because it's too much. But yeah, he just was doing all these little small things, and education. Berkeley. Okay. Never would I thought I'm doing Control F to find Berkeley. Okay, he graduated in 2013 from Berklee College of Music, where he majored in music production and engineering. So, just girl things, we love our music production majors at Berklee College of Music. But yeah, so very notable alum, I think he frequently goes back, and obviously very successful, and spent time in Boston, and we love Boston over here, clearly. But yeah, so that's what he was doing back then, and God knows what he was up to in these streets of Boston, but that's for another day. But I didn't really discover him during this era, but I go back and I look at this era fondly. Like, Look at Me Now, such a good song. Like, and he's doing Look at Me Now in 2013 like he was doing something. Like, girl, you weren't even famous yet, but I think he knew. It's that song, and then I think I know 17, and then I think I know I Just Need to Know Your Name. It's like a ukulele song. Um Love those ones from that album. I need to find a way to download them because I love Look at Me Now. It's just so good. Okay. Let's get back on the script because I'm tangenting right now. Okay. Then we move into our next era, the viral and debut era, 2015 to 2016. The whole See You Again saga. So basically, he writes the song See You Again for the Fast and Furious movie, and had no intention. It just was, doing the Ryan Tedder of it all and just submitting the song for someone else to sing. And he ended up being the one to sing the hook, and then obviously Wiz Khalifa comes in and does his thing. But chat. Let's go back and listen to the solo Charlie Puth version of See You Again. Fire flames. Okay? Actually super, super good. And I remember, like, that's the song that kind of roped me into Charlie Puth. And I, remember watching him perform it on, some sort of award show, and him, his voice cracking, my mom being like, oh, he can't really sing, though, blah, blah. I was like, no, Mom, please. I love this man. And leaving the seat, he scoots over to leave the seat for his friend that had passed away, and there's so much lore and story behind See You Again. So yeah, such a great song though. But every time I think of See You Again, I can just picture, I can smell the air that was 2015 and 2016, you know what I mean? And for the longest time, it was the most viewed video on YouTube. I think it got nominated for a couple Grammys, potentially an Oscar. Didn't win any of them, which shame on you, Academies, shame on you. That song was so good. Whatever, at least he's Grammy nominated artist. But and the piano, the boom 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 boom, come on. Don't get me started. And then this was the beginning of him releasing his first studio album, 9-Track Mind. Came out 2016 and is his first label debut. And he already had One Call Away under his belt, which great music video, love that. And also just a really good song. I can probably listen to 9-Track Mind from top to bottom. no skips. I love this album so much, and this is the first album I believe like I've ever bought, like one of the first albums I ever bought, and my mom loves it so much. Like that's all we listened to in the car for so long, and just really good. And yeah, so I don't even think "See You Again's even on this album. No, it's not. But yeah, we have One Call Away. He already had that. And then he releases Marvin Gaye featuring Meghan Trainor. And that was like his little like risque ooh la la song. I'm not the biggest fan of Marvin Gaye, but that's fine. Like whatever. Like I can skip that if I want to. Like if I didn't, like I can listen to it top to bottom, but if I were to skip a song, it probably would be Marvin Gaye because I don't really like that song. But flashing back to 2016, me 13, me seated in front of the TV for the AMAs. Why does Charles Otto Puth Jr. and Meghan the Trainor start making out on stage after the song is over? When I tell you that that is a core memory of like trauma, of like, what am I watching on TV? Like this is one of the first things that like I remember this. Like, you think that, like, oh, like, I remember this is, like, where were you when Michael Jackson died? Like, where were you when Meghan Trainor and Charlie Puth made out on the AMA stage? And everyone was confused as to what was going on. And he was like, no. Like, no. I was so confused. And I feel like me and my mom were watching it, and I was like, huh? I was just so confused. And the shenanigans don't stop there. Like, he knew what he was doing when it came to shenanigans during this era, because the next thing is We Don't Talk Anymore featuring Selena Gomez. Great song, lots of live performances with the two. Then silence, radio silence. What happened? Oh, y'all don't talk anymore? And why is that? And I guess I'll like talk about it now, but like, if you watched the Gabby Hanna episode, I talked about the Genius interviews and how much I don't like Charlie Puth's Genius interview about the song Attention. Or it's either Attention, I think it's the Genius interview for Attention is like so disgusting to me. Like, I hope he's like older, because this was back in like 2019, I think, and he was still too old to forgive, but whatever. This was like back in the day when this Genius interview came out, but it was more of just like, I hope he looks back on that and it's like a little bit shameful and embarrassed, because he's like talking and it's clearly about Selena Gomez, like, and just talking very weirdly about their relationship and like feeling like he's being led on. But just watch the Genius interview, because to me that rubbed me the wrong way, and that started my like poor taste in my mouth about Charlie Puth. But like during this time I was like, oh, TTT, like what's going on with Charlie Puth and Selena Gomez, blah blah blah. I think he was dating Bella Thorne at the time. Like there was just so much going on in his life, and he lived so many lives during this like 2 years, like debut album and sophomore album. He lived so much life, but that's besides the point. But I would say like this album is, again, like I said, top to bottom 10 out of 10. The tracks I love, like I love One Call Away, Dangerously, I love you dangerously, so good. And then I'm losing my mind, oh I like so much to lose, oh it's so good. Like, and this is just like good pure pop, like, you know what I mean, man pop. Like we don't have any man pop. I'm sorry, Harry Styles, the album is good, but that's not the man pop that I need. Like man pop is like not saying that Charlie Puth's the male version of Ariana Grande, but like during this era, like they were going tit for tat, like, you know what I mean, like they were like his the men's music could compete, you know what I mean? Like right now, like male pop music is really not competing, if it even exists. I don't wanna that's not competing with But You Drive a Sports Car or any of the like that's not competing. It's not. And back then, 9 Track Mind was competing with the girls. Like, I'm so sorry. My gospel, I pull in the tube, I could put a ski mask on and walk out with $1,000,000. Like, I need the Eras tour for Charlie Puth so bad, because run this album back. Run it back. It was so good. Up All Night. Left, right, left. Some Type of Love. That Beautiful, Then There's You. Suffer As You. It's just so good. It's so good. And that's why I loved him so much, because he was making good quality. It wasn't like I was sitting here over here like standing a bad artist. He was making good quality music, and we don't talk about it enough. Can you tell I had a shot of espresso like an hour ago? It's just too good. Anyways, okay. Let's move on to the next era. And I was still here. I was still rocking with it. In the next era, the voice notes era, 2017 to 2018. We have How Long, Attention, Done For Me featuring Kehlani. Those were hits. Those were bangers. Those were on the radio. Like, he ate. I don't know what else you want me to say about that. Like, those were bangers. And this was the first concert I had ever been to. I went for my birthday in 2018. And so 15 wearing a clickbait sweater to the clickbait hoodie to the Charlie Puth concert. And who was the opener? Haley Steinfeld. Right. So that's what I was on back then. And I have a vlog. Watch the vlog in one of these corners over here. It's not even a good vlog either, but whatever. You know, it was great. It was such a great concert, because me and my mom obviously loved 9-Track Mind, and he did so many songs from 9-Track Mind, and no one else was singing. Everyone only knew voice notes. So I was singing here, like, rocking along to Suffer, and me and my mom were like the only people in the audience singing Suffer, because everyone else was like, ooh, what's this song? And I was like, y'all weren't listening. Y'all weren't here for the Yellow album. Y'all weren't here. But and I've said this in an unreleased video that probably will never see the light of day, but like, people always talk about sophomore album flop all the time, but it's only about women. Oh, like, I just found this out. But, like, it's only about women, ? Like, we only talk about things flopping when it comes to women. It's so annoying. Like, no one was out here being like, oh, Shawn Mendes' second album is gonna flop. Oh, Harry Styles' second album is gonna flop. Fine Line was out here breaking records or whatever. Like, has lists and lists of singles from it. That every single song off Fine Line from Harry Styles was playing on the radio at some point, or was on a chart. Like, you know what I mean? And just women don't get treated the same. So annoying, but whatever. Like, women have to change so much about the, like, aesthetic about something, but Charlie Puth's out here just looks exactly the same, hit after hit on that sophomore album. But let's pull up that sophomore album, because I was rocking with it. I'm not mad at it. We're still robbed of the deluxe version of voice notes, but whatever. He did, like, a lot of, and they're saying, like, for him to grow up. I think he was, like, 27, whatever. He was, like, 27, I think, when this came out. Like, I guess he's still growing up. But album opened so strongly, and, like, every time I hear The Way I Am from voice notes, I think about when I saw it live, and just the drums, boom, 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 boom. So good. The riff, like, the guitar riff on that is so good. That's just the way I am. Like, all, like, the and to think, and what I love so much about Charlie Puth, haven't said that in a while, what I love about Charlie Puth is that he's producing everything, you know, so, like, to think that, like, the singer in your brain is intentionally doing something, like, feels a lot different than, like, oh, I had this song and, like, I sent it off to the, like, I don't know, like, and sent off to producer, and, like, I don't know, it feels a lot more, like, love into it when, like, you're so involved with the production process. as like Charlie Puth is, as he's the producer. So it just, I don't know, it just feels so good, like knowing that. And that's what makes that first song, especially The Way I Am, so good. Attention is not bad either. We have LA Girls, boom, 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 boom. Like he really dove into like the 80s like sound for the album. Obviously How Long, Done For Me, Patient. I know I'm not what you need, but baby, I'm gonna be, so please be patient with me. The Lost music video for Patient. Who else remembers the Lost music video for Patient? Charlie Puth, release it right now. Because I remember watching that via like someone else's Instagram. Like someone took a video of it and posted on Instagram, something like that, or it was like TikTok. I don't know where I saw the Lost video, music video for Patient, but like someone find it. Yep. Someone find it. Some of the collabs on this album really didn't do it for me. Like, if you leave me now, with Boyz II Men, I'm good. But baby, why'd you treat me like a boy? Like all the back then, I was the Charlie Puth defender, okay? All the Charlie Puth haters were like, oh, all his songs sound the same, like he's not even trying. I'm like, y'all weren't here for voice notes when he was switching it up. Like, it was such good quality music. Somebody told me that you got another lover you be giving it to. Like, and I still I remember every single bar. Because I love this album so much. But yeah, and another skip is like Change with James. Like I'm good with most of the collabs on this. The only collab I really liked was the Kehlani one. But yeah, May 11th, 2018, me 14 going on 15, and I was living my life with those 13 songs. And I remember listening to it in the morning, getting ready for school, like sophomore year of high school. Like, where were y'all? Like, I can't. So yeah, okay. We're getting to the next era. The glasses are coming off for this one. I actually like literally can't even see. How do I look? Chatana. I'm looking at the camera, aka my phone screen, and like it's just blurry. Like I don't even know what I'm looking at. Okay. Oh, I can't even see the computer screen. Okay. Am I okay? What's going on? Hold on. Now I have to make it bigger because I can't see. Okay, here we go. The next era, the singles and Vlog Squad era, 2019 to 2020. Charlie Puth released 3 singles: Mother, I Warned Myself, and Cheating on You. And he turned it into a competition. So he released like one like every other week or something like that. If your mother knew all of the things that you do, was like a little like shuffle type beat kind of thing. I Warned Myself. I warned myself that I wouldn't play with fire. I don't know lyrics sound, but it was just a short, sweet, like just ended so. That one was my favorite, clearly, out of the 3. The music video, go watch the I Warned Myself music video, altered my brain chemistry. I remember when I Warned Myself came out, and I think I was with my cousins, and we watched the music video. I'm not even joking. We watched it multiple times. And if I wasn't with my cousins and I was watching it alone, I'm pretty sure I watched it multiple times. His buzz cut era. This was his buzz cut era and like big head era. Like his head was so big with the buzz cut. And that's just like a really personal opinion. I'm so sorry. Anywho, but yeah, this was the buzz cut era. Like he was finding his groove, approaching his 30s. But yeah, 2019. This came out August 2019. I was sad. I was entering junior year. Like I was sad for the song of year. But he was like trying to figure out what sound he wanted to do. Like, I think he was like having a fight with his label at the time. There was a lot of like, what are we doing here? Also in 2019 came the 5 Seconds of Summer Easier remix with Charlie Puth, because he wrote the song. And I love Easier is one of my favorite songs from that album, Calm. But the Charlie Puth version bothers me a little bit because it's very auto-tuned, and I don't really like that. But you can hear the Charlie Puth influence when it comes to that song. I'm getting sidetracked. Then he released Mother like 2 weeks later, September 12th, 2019. And I was like, okay, Mother, I guess I like it. And then he released Cheating on You. I definitely like did this backwards, but whatever. Cheating on You came out in October. So he was doing like 1 month with all the songs or whatever. And Cheating on You, like, weird song. I thought that I'd be better when I found someone new, but when I touch her I feel like I'm cheating on you. Okay, like, and the cover of the song is, this song is not about a person, it's about a feeling I've never had. Like, he's approaching the cringe era, and Charlie Puth, this might have turned me off from you, because what are we doing? You're 30, my guy. Like, what are we doing? At this point, I was like, okay, he's clearly having some sort of identity crisis. But in the end of the competition, unfortunately, Mother won, and I was so angry because I wanted to. It was like, oh, vote for your favorite one, and your favorite one I'll release as like the official single, and I'll put it on the radio, or like that will be the one that gets radio time. And I wanted to hear I Warned Myself so bad on the radio, like, but Mother really was the safe option of like going on the radio and the music video and like upbeat. If I Warned Myself, that risque song was on the radio, and like he was choking on the like, he literally is like choking in this, like, that would not have gone well, I don't think. But again, this is where the things took a turn for me as a fan, because again, the buzz cut. But then he started like, okay, and at the time I was still a fan of David Dobrik, as evidenced by me wearing the clickbait hoodie at the previous concert. He was collabing with David Dobrik. Looking back on this now, what were you doing, Charles? What were you doing? What are we doing? Like, I don't even know how he even became in contact with David Dobrik, but there were multiple videos. It wasn't just one where like he went over his house, like David does a lot. Like, multiple videos, second channel videos, like it was weird. Like, why are you guys so friendly? Like, how did we meet? I'm very confused. But whatever. This really like a lot, because actually thinking back on it now, so Charlie Puth is like, I think was very good friends with Benny Blanco. But then think about it, like, Charlie Puth had the relationship with Selena Gomez. Selena Gomez is now in a relationship with Benny Blanco. I think Charlie Puth and Justin Bieber had a lot of beef because of Selena Gomez. Like, someone put together the web, because it all stems from Selena. It's a little weird. But yeah, so that was the era at the time. I was like, yay, he's in the David Dobrik videos, like, okay. And then we move into quarantine, and COVID and all that. And this is where a lot of artists could like make or break their careers. And especially if you were already a little established, like, how are you existing in the quarantine? Charlie Puth decided to be a TikToker. Charlie Puth decided to be a TikToker from 2021 to 2023. And this is where I started to check out a little bit, because I am a huge fan of artists and artistry and evolving and growing up, as they say. And to me, Charlie Puth was always talking about a girlfriend and like being in these situations, and ooh, I feel so good around my girl, and blah blah blah, like just a lot of like early 20s, mid 20 things. And even if me acting like I know, but like, even if those were the things happening in his life, there definitely was a more mature sounding way to talk about it, and he wasn't doing that. And not that I was maturing anyway, because I was at this time like 18 or 19. So obviously, like, I was young, but I was seeing right through it. Chat. And as like a day one fan, that is not what the people want to see. Like, I wanted to see growth. I wanted to evolve, like, mix together the sounds of the first 2 albums. And this 3rd album was taking 4 freaking ever to come out. Because that sophomore album came out in 2018. And it took him until 2022 to put something together for the 3rd album. And it was like, I'm going to make all the sounds on TikTok. Okay, here's me flicking a light switch. Okay, guys, here's the song, Light Switch. And that song is awful. I cannot stand that song. I hate that song so much. It's not good. It's not. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Trey Puth. I think I will always love you. I really will. But Light Switch was an god awful song. And I hope you look back at that 3rd studio album and have a little bit of shame, because some of the songs are good, but have some shame. Have you no respect? But we're gonna talk about Charlie. Charlie the album. And I remember me and Dio, and I don't know if this is a video on my channel or not. Go find it, maybe. But I remember us reacting to the Left Right music video, and we were like, ooh. Because apparently Trey Puth in the K-pop community are like this, because he wrote a lot of songs, I think, for like a bunch of K-pop artists. So I think he had like the feature on there, which that's fine for the feature, but like the song itself wasn't good, and he was being carried, I fear. My only good song, the only good song from Charlie the album, is the opener. And one thing Charlie Puth knows how to do is have a good opening song for an album. One Call Away, The Way I Am, that's hilarious. It took me so long to realize that that's him laughing, because that's hilarious. You didn't love and you tell me, but now you need me so badly, you can't be serious. That's hilarious. So good. Okay, that's the kind of production and like brain like funny things that I want to see. Not the damn light switch. Not the music panning from left to right all the time, because that gets old. I like the it's very subtle. It's a very subtle thing. If you're actually listening, then you can appreciate it. Because I wasn't really listening when I first heard it. Then I started to listen and I heard that and I was like, yeah, he ate. But then we have like, Charlie, be quiet, don't make a sound. Like, no. And then Light Switch, awful. There's a first time for... How do I know so many of these songs? I literally never listened to this album. Smells Like Me. Like, again, 2022, he's 31. Why are we talking about something smell like your perfume smells like me? I hope you smell like me. Like... Obviously, left and Right with Jungkook from BTS. Loser, such a loser, got to lose her, and that's a little bit of the voice note sound or whatever. And then Marks on My Neck, bro. You're 31. You're 31. Why do you have marks on your neck? And why are you singing about it? I think When You're Sad, I'm like, because when you're sad, I'm sad. I think I liked that one. But again, I've never listened to it. I always just hear it in passing. But yeah, that album, I'm good. I'm good with that album. I'm good. And maybe I'll revisit it before listening to the album tomorrow. But like, if this album is what this 4th studio album is gonna sound like, I'm packing it up and sending it out. Like, Charlie Puth, please, bro, please, because I miss you, King. I miss you so much, and I miss the first 2 albums. And if those weren't really your sound, then I'm sorry you had to force out that music, but it was good. It was good. Okay, it was good. Then he got the shout out that kept him relevant from Taylor Swift. Charlie Puth should be a bigger artist, which he should have been. He literally should have been a bigger artist or whatever. He got nominated for like a real like best engineered album, and I fear he got like cooked. Like he got snubbed from winning that, because I think that Voice Notes is a very well crafted album. Again, with the opener, the way I am, everything's so intentional. I thought it was really good, but whatever. Yeah, this annoying TikTok era. But yeah, I guess now we get into the changes era and what's going on with him, which 2024 to now. The day that I found out that Charlie Puth got engaged, I dissociated, whatever the word is. I left my body and I went back to 2015, and I entered the body of my 12 to 13-year-old self, and I cried. Because that man deserved to find love, and he did, and I'm happy he did, but I was sad. Is his wife beautiful? Yes. So that's a plus. Obviously, she was going to be beautiful. But, like, they fit so well together. To have the handle of Brooke, like, to be able to change your handle on Instagram because you got married to Charlie Puth, like, when will it be my turn? That could have been me. It could not have been me, but it could have been. I did cry, but I cried a little bit when they got married because I was happy for him. And it really, when he got engaged and when he got married, that's when something clicked in my brain where I was like, okay, maybe I've been a little bit too harsh on Charlie Puth. Potentially, I've been a little tough on him, and maybe I should relax. Because maybe him getting married, or maybe him getting engaged, maybe him getting married, maybe him now having a child will finally mean that I can listen to his music and not get angry. Potentially. We'll find out tomorrow. But I've intentionally not listened to any of the singles from the album because I want to hear it fresh. I've heard some of the song changes a little bit where that was like the pregnancy announcement, but he did just have his child 2 weeks ago, so congratulations to you, Charlie Puth, and you little baby. Love a good baby. I love a good baby. Maybe I shouldn't say that, I'm trying to be positive. But yeah, he's a father now, album out tomorrow, and we can just preview the album like songs wise. He's released a lot of singles. It's a 12 track album. He's already released 1, 2, 3, 4 songs from it. Opens with Changes, and he knows how to make a good opener, so I see myself liking Changes. But there's a lot of features on here. Kenny G. Me only knowing Kenny G from SpongeBob. Anyone else? Raven Lene, which I'm excited to hear that one. And then Hikaru Utada. Sorry for my pronunciation. I'm not sure who that is. Coco Jones. Kenny Loggins and Michael McDonald. And then Jeff Goldblum in the Mildred Snitzer Orchestra. I'm not really sure what that means. The last song is called I Used to Be Cringe. Literally, did I just say that earlier? But yeah, he's coming to Boston on May 22nd in Can we just stop for a second? Would it be crazy if I went to that concert? Would it be crazy if I went to the Charlie Puth concert on May 22nd? And could I do some journalism? Can someone send me to the Charlie Puth concert on the May 22nd so I can do some journalism and some investigative reporting about Charlie Puth and his evolution? Please. I was an OG fan. I'm an OG fan. I literally am an OG fan though. Let's talk about that because I literally am. My like first likes on Instagram are Charlie Puth. Some of my first posts on Instagram are about Charlie Puth. Like, let's be real. I am an OG fan, but I'm excited for the album. I'm just a little scared because I'm trying to turn myself around about him, and I'm scared it could go south. But I am super, super proud of him for performing at the Super Bowl. Like, who... if you told me this like 10, 12 years ago that Charlie Puth... Okay, 12 years ago is pushing it a little bit. How old am I? If you told me this like 10 years ago that Charlie Puth would be singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl, I would not have believed you. But he did it and sounded great. The choir in the back, like... He did great. And, you know, he's always... One thing I'll give Charlie Puth is that he's always been a very consistent singer. And obviously that's because he has perfect pitch and obviously has decades of practice. But he will, like, never miss a note. He just never will. He can't. And he will sound perfect, like he's just playing the piano with his voice. Like, he just has an insane voice and can sound exactly like the record. Like, when I went to the concert, sounded exactly like the record. Every single live performance, he sounds exactly like the record. He just can do that because he's an artist, like, you know what I mean? So love that for him. And again, one of the things I'll always give him props on. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got in my notes about Charlie Puth. And, you know, we done been here. And we talked about Charlie Puth, and I finally got it off my chest. I can finally put the hatred to rest. I no longer have hate in my heart towards Charlie Puth. I never really had hate in my heart. It was always love at the end of the day. It was always love for him. It always was. And I think that I just have always wanted what's best for him. I've always wanted to see him grow and be a better artist. Not better artist, but be a good, consistent, growing artist and to grow into his sound. And I think that he, like, fell out of that during, like, that weird Vlog Squad David Dobrik TikTok time. But I feel like he's on his way back up. And I think that is being married and fatherhood and, you know, the country at the moment. Like, there's just so much going on where I think that, you know, it is time to reevaluate what are we doing and grow it up a little bit. But yeah, that's all I have. Again, apologies to Berklee College of Music. I have said a lot of things that I really didn't mean. I've said those things in the past, and now we are on good terms. Berklee College of Music, we love you. Hearts go out to you for producing Charlie Puth as an alum. And yeah, that's all I got for Charlie Puth for today. But for today, there could be more. But I did want to do a quick, like, what am I listening to, New Music Friday, because I have been finding a lot of new music lately, and it's been tough out here trying to find new music. But we'll go to my New Music Friday playlist cover is this banana, and it says Chaotic Evil. Go follow me on Apple Music at Nina King. I don't know, I think that's my username, at Nina K 456. That's my account. Go follow me. But my last 3 songs that I've added are To All of You. I heard by Sid Matters. I heard it on TikTok, obviously, and I was like, wow, the song's actually really good. And there's a remastered version. The remastered version is so good. To all of you American girls in the movies. Oh, it's so good. And then I Love It by Bella K. That's also a TikTok one. And then Chateau Lobby Number 4 by Father John Misty, which I don't know who that is. His name came up in passing one time when I was, like, talking to someone about this other song. And it's just, I need to read these lyrics, because, like, when is someone going to write a song about me and for me? You know what I mean? And not a negative song, a good song. Like, when will I get that? Because the song actually, like, I was almost crying. The bridge, it's the bridge for me. First time you let me stay the night despite your own rules. You took off early to go cheat your way through film school. You left a note in your perfect script. Stay as long as you want, and I haven't left your bed since. Right. Yeah. When is it my turn for that? Who is writing me that song? Leave in the comments below if you're gonna write me that song, because need that. Hashtag need that. But yeah, those are some songs I found, and I just wept. I wept when I heard it. But yeah, okay, that's officially all for this episode of Artist Spotlight from King Not Queen podcast. Again, I know I haven't been here. We already know I have issues with commitment with this podcast and this channel. We already know that. But if you enjoyed the podcast and you just want to see more podcast content from me and not all the other stuff that I was doing, I don't know, my voice just got high there, but LMK, if you like that. If you like those old things, or if you want me to do the podcast more consistently, I don't even know why I'm asking. No one's going to comment. Anyways, okay, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love, and happy album release day, Charlie Puth. We love you. Bye, bye, bye.